The station on your side. This is The 7.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories that are happening right now. Topping the list, the takeaways from Knoxville Mayor India Kincannon's annual State of the City address.
I don't want to win for me. I want to win for the whole city. And the whole city wins when our neighborhoods are safe, when our children have great jobs and can afford homes, and when we have great public spaces that promote togetherness. This budget reflects a commitment to responsible, compassionate, and strategic local government. This is a budget that works to make sure that a rising tide truly lifts all boats.
During her speech at Covenant Health Park, Mayor Kincannon laid out a $477 million budget proposal. And despite that being larger than the budget she proposed last year, it does not include a property tax increase. Now, the largest part of the budget proposal, more than 20% of it, is for police and firefighters. The mayor proposing to spend $225,000 in targeted salary increases to bring firefighters up to market-level salaries.
Bringing us up to that market rate is very important for our firefighters because, it's expensive to live in this area, and it's extremely helpful to our folks to get a little bump in pay to help them out with their daily needs.
Meanwhile, 6 News has learned the city of Knoxville has filed a motion to dismiss the case that some Knoxville firefighters have filed over the pay scale, or filed over the pay scale. Of course, we'll be watching to see what happens with this one as it moves forward. And running through some other takeaways from Mayor Kincannon's budget proposal, she wants to allocate more than $8 million to contribute toward affordable housing. Her budget proposal also calls for $12 million for projects at the Convention Center and the Civic Auditorium and Coliseum, as well as at least $7 million for a complete overhaul of the World's Fair Park Amphitheater. And the mayor also wants to allocate $350,000 for an explosives removal robot for the Knoxville Police Department. Now, this comes after a large box of explosives was discovered at CMC Recycling last year. You may recall bomb squad technicians had to remove the explosives by hand.
Our bomb squad technicians are extremely talented, extremely well qualified, extremely well trained. But one thing they were lacking during that incident is the technology to be able to handle that situation to the best of their ability.
There's a lot more to unpack from the mayor's budget proposal, and to learn more about what is included in her proposal, just look for this story on WATE.com. And be sure to tune in to this week's episode of Tennessee This Week. Lori Tucker sits down with Mayor Kincannon to talk about her State of the City address. That's coming up for you Sunday morning at 9:30. Up next on tonight's Big 7 list for you, the man who was found guilty of abusing a horse in a viral video has now been sentenced. Sevier County Criminal Court says David Whaley will have to serve 1 week in jail and nearly a year under supervised probation. Now, as we've reported, this video was taken at Gold Rush Stables in Pigeon Forge back in July of 2022. After it went viral, the owner of the stable says she fired Whaley. At the time of the investigation, a former employee of the stables telling 6 News that he was lashing out at the horse for following him out of the corral after he failed to tie it up. Under Tennessee law, animal cruelty is a Class A misdemeanor, which can carry up a sentence of up to 11 months and 22 days, as well as a fine of up to $2,500. An update on measles is our next Big 7 story for you tonight. CDC has now added Tennessee to the growing list of states that are dealing with a measles outbreak. The state health department says 6 confirmed cases have been reported in the volunteer state so far. And we're told all 6 cases were in Middle Tennessee and that at least 3 of the cases are linked. Now, the 2 newest cases were confirmed on April 17th. The state website also notes that all 6 of these patients are unvaccinated. Across the country, 10 states are considered to have an outbreak. About 1 week ago, the total number of cases was over 800. Tennessee Department of Health recommends having the measles vaccine. Knoxville's local ICE office appears to be closed, and now the agency is pushing everyone who needs an appointment to a location that's around 3 hours away in Nashville. We went by the local Department of Homeland Security office off Prosperity Drive in West Knoxville and, saw the sign. It said all check-in appointments must report to an address in Nashville. Now, as was the case a few weeks ago, there was no announcement of the office being closed. As of tonight, the exact reason for why the office is no longer open and taking check-in appointments is unclear. 6 News has called the office, though, several times. We are yet to receive a response. Sevier County has begun putting together a community wildfire protection plan to have a better idea of how the area will respond to them if they happen again. The county is partnering with the cities of Sevierville, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, the Forestry Division of Tennessee Department of Agriculture, and the Great Smoky Mountains National Park to develop this plan. Now, Sevier County says it will make communities throughout the county more fire resilient. Today's news comes on the heels of a recent push by Pigeon Forge to pursue a new siren system within that city. City of Gatlinburg installed 14 new siren towers about a year after the deadly 2016 wildfires had happened. Well, a story about trade skills makes it into tonight's Big 7 list for you. Today, students at Cocke County High School stepped into the future virtually, getting a first-hand look at careers in the trades. You know, around 150 CTE students took part in a mobile VR workshop designed to simulate real-world jobs from welding and electrical line work to operation of heavy machinery. Students got a taste of what it's like now to work in some of the most in-demand fields today. Now, the goal is to help them find a career path that fits or even discover talent and skills they didn't know they possessed. One senior played a key role, stepping in as an MVP mentor, guiding the underclassmen as they explored different career options.
I think it's really cool being able to have these simulations come so local, because this is an opportunity that many people won't really get to enjoy. Because me personally, I don't think I would ever actually drive a bulldozer in real life, but I think being able to have that simulation and being able to enjoy that is really an opportunity that's great for this school.
Be Pro, Be Proud travels to high schools across the state. It partners such as with CAT Financial and the Associated Builders and Contractors Greater Tennessee chapter. They are willing to hire students, we understand, as soon as they graduate. Closing out tonight's Big 7 list for you, today the Dogwood Arts Festival officially got underway in downtown Knoxville. It's a 3-day event, so if you didn't make it, no worries, you got 2 more days. This is the 64th year for the festival in the Scruffy City. There are over 100 local artists showcasing their work. Local vendors with a wide assortment of goods and interactive workshops are on hand. Plus, there is live music, and we're told there will be 31 live performances on 2 stages. Also, you'll be able to see everything from Appalachian clogging to steel bands to K-pop, and that's rain or shine.
Saturday and Sunday look like it's going to clear up a little bit, so we're hoping for better weather for those days. We really recommend bringing an umbrella and still coming down and supporting these artists. They've traveled from all over the country to be here with us this weekend, and you know, so many of them, they really make their living at events like this, so it's super important to support them in any way that we can.
Dogwood Arts Festival winding down for the day right now, but it picks back up tomorrow morning. It will run from 10 to 7 tomorrow and then 10 to 5 on Sunday.